Hello Cancer, and welcome to your February 2017 Tarotscope. So I've introduced a new deck of cards to the readings for everyone, and it is the Rune cards by Ralph Bloom, and I've pulled that alongside the Jamie Sam's Sacred Path deck card. So what you've got from the Rune cards is number 19, Disruption, which is the Hagalaz rune. And Hagalaz, I'm probably saying that very strange, but it's a strange name for English speakers. But Hagalaz is associated with hail. Hagalaz means hail. And if you think about hail, hail is a very destructive it's a very destructive sort of precipitation. Smashes car windows and windows on the house and, whatever. But the thing to remember is that hail melts. And it becomes water, and it waters the ground, and it nourishes the plants, So in the same way, this energy of, sudden disruption, of short-term suffering, leads to long-term benefits. It yields positive results. The lesson with challenge is that it always serves a purpose, a higher purpose, guiding you towards a better positive outcome. Okay, so keep that in mind with this, and we'll get into your reading. So, what I'm getting from coming into the reading, it seems that you're bringing an energy of some sort of disruption in your relationships. It could be romantic. I'm not saying that it is romantic, but in the case, it could be. But I'm getting the sense of a masculine figure. I'm not going to say male or female, but a very masculine, a very dominant sort of energy with this person who hasn't exactly been embodying the idea or the hope or the expectations that you've had for this person. And in some way, it's making you feel like, you're in a place of, what's the word? You don't trust this person, is what I'm getting. Maybe you're jealous. Maybe they've done something to make you think that they're not providing you with the emotional support that you feel that you deserve from this person. They're not being emotionally present, and you're like, what the hell is going on, I need time with you too. You can't just give your time away to work or to somebody else, I don't feel that they're necessarily cheating on you if it is a relationship sort of thing. Not cheating on you with in a romantic way, hopefully. But I'm not entirely getting that. I'm getting more of the sense that they're being divided with their time and devoting it to other things. But what's important with that is that you need to acknowledge your own personal power, your own role in the situation. Just like they have their own things that they're doing, you have your own things that you're doing, and it seems like as of late you've maybe been putting a little bit too much of your focus on this other person, and the scale has been tipped. And when that sort of thing happens, something shocking usually happens to reset the balance. And it can seem to be very negative, but in the end, it serves to, keep those scales level with each other. Acknowledge your own personal power and, acknowledging your own talents and your own abilities, and appreciating yourself and being emotionally present with yourself, whereas this other presence maybe hasn't been. I kind of get the sense that you are going to be moving into a social sphere of some sort, and reconnecting with people from the past, and even in spite of the fact that you'll be around other people and you'll be surrounded with people that supposedly love you and that you love them, you'll feel pretty alone. And if you don't feel alone, I feel like you're going to have the pull to be alone. You're going to want to be alone, to think about everything and to process everything. But you seem to have a sort of obligation to be present. And that's okay. But it's important that you are present. In spite of the fact that you may not want to be there, I feel like it's very important for you to acknowledge that these people do love you and that you do love these people, and, have fun with them while you can, because, there's some other things that need to be dealt with, and they will be dealt with, and, those scales need to be rebalanced, and they will be. In the meantime, I feel like you need to take this opportunity to honor your social circle, but also honor your place in it. And don't come from a place of emotional immaturity. Don't stay stagnating in that, clinging to a certain ideal or a certain image of how you want things to be and how you want, what you want out of the situation or from another person. Don't get stuck in that state of victim mentality. So I don't think I showed you this yet, but from Jamie Sam's Sacred Path deck, you got number 27, Cradle Board, which is your ability to respond, which is your ability to be present in the situation and being able to effectively process and respond to the situation as it arises. You cannot respond effectively to anything unless you're fully present. Okay? Don't... if something disruptive has happened, if some sort of shock has just, thunderbolted its way into your life, some hail has fallen from the sky and smashed your window, don't sit there with broken glass all over the place and not do anything about it simply because whatever excuse you come up with. Acknowledge what has just happened, process it as fast as you can, and then get to work. Start, communicate. Speak your mind, speak your truth, and stop putting it on the back burner, because that's why the scales are the way they are now, because you haven't been communicating, you haven't been speaking your mind, because you've been dishonoring yourself, you've been feeling like you need to sacrifice yourself in order to maintain a balance. But the funny thing is that in doing so, you've created a disharmony, an imbalance. So speak your mind, speak your truth, tell this other person, potentially, if this is this other person, how you feel and, what's going on, and because, like I said, there's imbalance, and you need to bring it back. And the only way you're going to do that is by speaking your truth, standing in your truth, being genuine, and expressing the unexpressed. Put everything out there, be honest, and if you need to take that time to, retreat and be on your own for a little bit, that's fine too. But don't take too long. Honor your own position in life, but also honor the positions of the people that are also in your life. It's a full picture. Don't just get blinded by one sort of emotion or one sort of happening or whatever. I hope that makes sense. Kind of going off on a little bit of a tangent there. But don't... another thing that I kind of want to, help to wrap this reading up, it's already getting a little bit long, is to not surrender your power, your authority to somebody else and thinking that, their way of processing or responding to a situation is going to bring you happiness, is going to bring you fulfillment and closure. You cannot rely on somebody else to get the work that you need to do done, okay? And don't get caught in apathy. Don't be apathetic towards everything. Don't think that just because something went wrong that now it's like, oh, well, now I don't care about anything. I'm just gonna go off and be a hermit and screw everyone else. I'm done. Don't sink into that either. You'll feel much better having conducted yourself with enough integrity to have responded to the challenge, and risen to the occasion, and made the most of it, made the most of the opportunity that it presented for you. Because this challenge, whatever it may be, is an opportunity for you to better yourself and to better your life and to better the lives of those around you. But it all depends on how you respond to it, how you conduct yourself, okay? So I think that's it for February for you guys, Cancer, but I will be back mid-month, sometime around Valentine's Day, with readings focused on love and romance. So if you are interested in that, stay tuned, and those will be coming out pretty soon. Give you guys one last look at these two cards. I'm sorry it got so dark. The exposure was set for the sun. Okay, there we go. Now that's really bright in the background, but Hagalas, 19, Disruption, and Cradleboard, number 27, ability to respond to this lightning bolt. Okay? You have the power. You can do it. Okay, I believe in you, Cancer. Alright, see you guys soon. Take care.